So I'm Barb, and I'm on Team 5, Go Team 5. And I've been using my bike mainly for trips around home, to take the kids to school or pick them up from school or to go to swim team practice. So the other night, my 3-year-old had a Cinco de Mayo party at her preschool because those 3-year-olds really know how to party. And so I picked we biked to swim team practice with my older daughter, my 6-year-old. So she had her bike and I had my bike with the empty trailer because we were going from home down to the preschool where my 3-year-old already was. It's about a 3-mile trip, but we're really fortunate because in Lafayette we have, all Contra Costa has a great trail system. So we spend a lot of time on that trail, and it's great because you can get your little kids out there and get them biking without too much fear of traffic, and so it's just a great situation. So we had to strap the cupcakes for the picnic into the bike trailer, which luckily at that point did not have a kid in it. So we got all ready. We were all set to go. Went to swimming, did that, then went down to the Cinco de Mayo party. Party was great, and afterwards, so one of the reasons for biking too was my excuse to get out of there early. But that didn't happen. So we're leaving, and it's getting twilight. It's around 8 o'clock, and my older daughter's like, "Let's go, Mom, let's go. We're gonna get dark. We're gonna get lost. What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Emmeline, it's gonna be okay. There's a lot you can do on a bike." So we're gonna be on the trail. It's fine. So we get on the trail with my 3-year-old now on the trailer holding the leftover cupcakes. There were a few left over, and they're bouncing around, but she was loving it and having a great time. And but the cute thing was on the trail on the way home, it was just a really nice time of evening where we're not actually out that much, like maybe in the car coming home from something, but not on not outside enjoying the gorgeous spring night. And the sun had just set, so it was that twilight kind of feeling, and the trail was really quiet, and maybe like a few crickets chirping, and all the joggers and regular walkers and bikes were off the trail. And my 6-year-old was like, "Oh, Mommy, it's so quiet. Oh, listen, isn't it lovely?" But it was so sweet. And then she's like, it looks like it's lighter, because how sometimes when the sun sets, or as soon as it sets and reflects off the clouds, she was just loving the whole thing from start to finish, and it was a great outdoor, wonderful experience. Couldn't get that in a car.
Hi, I'm Janet Banner. I'm on one of MTC's challenge teams, the Palindromes, and I ride my bike to work a couple of times a week, except that I can't ride all the way to work and still be able to work during the day because I live about 30 miles from MTC. So I do a bimodal commute. I ride my bike from home to BART and then take it on to BART and bring it to work and then do the reverse in the evening. When I first started doing this, I rode my bike for kind of entertainment, a little bit of exercise in the beginning, and I could only go a couple of miles. So back in those days, I did a tri-modal commute. I put my bike in my car and drove to a couple of miles from BART, parked, got out, rode my bike, did BART, and then the reverse. And so now I'm up to being able to ride the 8 miles from home to BART. And the thing that I like most about being able to do it is on days that I ride my bike to BART, I'm putting in 16 miles, and it's a little bit of hill, and then I have a huge headwind in the evening, so it's like big hill in the evening going home. So what I like is the efficiency. I'm able to get my exercise in because it takes me about an hour and 10 to an hour and 15 minutes total. So I'm commuting, I'm saving gas, I'm not having to deal with parking, and I'm doing my exercise for the day. So I love the efficiency.
I'm Jay. I'm on the Palindromes team. We like to say we don't know if we're coming or we're going. Basically, it's because it reads the same backwards and forwards. So what do I like most about riding my bike to work? Well, I actually picked where I was living, where I wanted to live, based on the fact that I knew I would ride my bike. And I love my commute because riding one way, I ride around the lake to get to work, and riding home, I ride around the other side of the lake, so I circumnavigate the lake every day. And I love to do that. I've been riding every day since Team Bike Challenge started. Love that, with the exception, even I rode yesterday when the weather was kind of funky. The weather's been a little bit of a problem this year, but got a ride. My ride to work, it makes me feel really good, actually. It energizes me. It feels much better. I feel like it's the ultimate in modal efficiency because I get there faster than if I were to if I were to walk or if I were to take transit, and even as fast as if I were to drive. So it's the best. What more can you ask for? You feel better for it. And have I done anything other than commuting? Well, actually, again, modal efficiency. I live in a very dense, walkable neighborhood, so I actually walk a bit when I get home if I need to go to the store or the movie or out to dinner. So yeah, the bike is really my commute steed, and I have fun doing it.
My name is Jessica. I'm a librarian here at the Metropolitan Transportation Commission, and I'm on Team 5 on Bike to Work month. So I started riding again just last week. I had not ridden since it got dark early and it was cold, and I made a bunch of excuses why I couldn't ride my bike anymore. So last week I got it out of the garage and started riding again, and it was great. And after being sore for the first day on my butt, I was happy to keep going. So I've been riding. I missed one day because I had to run some errands in the morning, but other than that, I've been riding every day since then. I like riding my bike to work because, one, I don't have to drive, which is a pain. I don't really like to drive particularly anyways, but I also like to ride my bike because on the way home from work, now that it's sunny and warm, it's just sort of nice and calm and relaxing to ride home. Doesn't feel like you're leaving work. It just feels like you're, cruising down the road after work, which is nice.